Hello and welcome once again to the Thrifty Collector. Today we do have a October 2022 Pro Wrestling Mystery Crate. Pretty excited about this one. If I remember correctly from last month, one of the cards said that it was going to have a Sting item. So it'd be nice if they started putting in. Sting items are very popular, and of course maybe they'll actually suck it up a little bit and get us a Sting autograph 8x10. So as usual, we got two t-shirts, an autograph 8x10, and a comic book and a micro brawler, which is always kind of fun. So let's see what we got here, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. First t-shirt is, actually looks pretty cool. It is a Mick Foley done up as Leatherface. So that's actually a really cool t-shirt. I like how they got the red with the red mask and the blood. So I guess they kind of doing a little bit of a Halloween theme here. Also got the barbed wire around his arm here. That's actually a pretty inventive t-shirt. I kind of like that one. Been pretty disappointed with the t-shirts lately, but that is a nice one right there. Next t-shirt is, oh, this one's actually really good. If you're a WCW fan, they actually had a pay-per-view with RoboCop and Sting. It was to celebrate RoboCop 3 coming out. It was really bad, but he did come out. He broke out of a cage, or he broke Sting out of a cage. I can't rightly remember right now, but that's another good one. I like the fact they got Surfer Sting there. I was afraid when I saw Sting. I said, well, if they do a t-shirt, they're probably going to do some kind of Crow Sting. And but it's got the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s Sting with RoboCop. That's actually, they did real good on t-shirts. Like I said, they've been real disappointing to me lately. But I kind of enjoy this one with, well, two of my favorite characters. You got Surfer Sting and you got RoboCop. The next item is, they call these Brawler Balls, and this is the Macho Man Randy Savage. Bring this in a little bit closer. Not much to these, but, you know, The next one is Frankenhausen, and I kind of remember this guy. I don't know if this is Danhausen. I remember that there was a Frankenstein and a Freddy Krueger back in Japan. I believe Doug Gilbert was, he was the Freddy Krueger way back when, but this is Frankenhausen. So it might be Danhausen, but as a Halloween theme once again. So that's actually kind of cool. Didn't get the variant on that. If you remember last month, it was Ric Flair, which Miss Thrifty took from me. Next item is a comic book. Tales from the Cryptic Closet. Let's see who this is supposed to be. Sometimes it's hard to figure out who this is. So it's issue 35. If I hold this up, I have no idea who this is actually supposed to be. Looks like it's all in black and white. Have a bunch of these. I know every month I say I'm going to start putting these on eBay, and I still have not put any of these on eBay. Probably do a nice big lot. The pin is that looks like the Insane Clown Posse there. The, what do they call them? Juggalos. There is a big fan base of these two clowns, for lack of a better word. So I'll have to check that out. Not really one that I would keep. And usually there's some kind of goofy thing like a ruler or a pizza cutter, but I guess this month, maybe because they've included Sting into something, they didn't have any of that. So I've got the 8x10 here. All right, it's the Warlord. So once again, the certificate of authenticity. There's actually a funny story. I don't know if everybody's heard it. The Warlord, when he was in the WWF, asked Shawn Michaels to go ahead and give him a steroid injection. The story is that Michaels went to give him the steroid injection and actually couldn't get the juice to go out into the needle into his buttocks. And Shawn Michaels said, "I think you're full." This looks like I don't know if this is kind of of an older picture of him or a newer one. It's kind of hard to tell. You don't really see much definition, but that's because he has all this here, the shoulder pad. So he looks a little bit heavier than when he did back in the 90s. But not bad. It's kind of neat when they have these legends that I know of and I've heard of. Him and I can't remember his name. Were the Powers of Pain. So. But nice 8x10. So I actually will give this one. I'll give this one probably a good B plus, maybe even an A minus. Two great T-shirts, real good micro brawler. I think the Frankenhausen's kind of cool. If it is Danhausen, I'll have to do some research into that. Insane Clown Posse, not fans, but they do have a big following. So and get somebody like the Warlord. Good to have him in the old collection. So tell me what you think in the comments about what you thought about this month's crate. I think it was a lot better than last month's. Last month's, really the best thing about it was the Ric Flair micro brawler. So once again, everybody have a good one. Have a great weekend. Stay thrifty.